Hello, my friends. My name is Richard Weberg, for those of you who do not know me. And the title of this video that you had seen is, has your DNA been altered? And it's not like your DNA has been altered like by some kind of drug or something like that or anything like that. But yes, you really can change the way things happen in your body by certain actions that you take. And this is really near and dear to my heart because I am actually a pessimist. And being a pessimist, early in my life, in my teenage years and early 20s, I struggled, and I struggled even later than that in life sometimes because I was a pessimist. I still am a pessimist. And I had to learn how to get around that because I wanted to provide for my family. I wanted to be successful. I wanted to give them the things in life, all things in life that I possibly could. And that's what totally drove me. But at times I had lots of negative thoughts in my head and I always analyzed everything negatively of why not to do it. And a lot of times I talk myself out of opportunity. And, I'm not just talking success in business, I'm also talking success in life. And I have on the screen here an article that I got some information for and wrote and also did some research on because this is something, that affects all of us throughout life and affects people who want to be successful making money online. People that start a business want to be successful. People that get married and want to have a successful marriage. So my channel is basically all about, ways to make money online, ways to get traffic, business opportunities, and all kinds of things that affect that. So this does in a huge way. And I never used to think that myself because I had so many issues with being a pessimist throughout my life. And eventually I figured out how to get around it. And one of the ways that happened was when I was in Amway. I joined Amway when I was like 20, and I actually was successful in it. But I had my struggles because I was so negative about certain aspects, and anytime something would even remotely look sketchy, I would always go to the negative side. But I was very fortunate that I had a mentor, somebody that I looked up to, and I really hung on to every word that he said because I wanted to be like him. I wanted to be successful and have the energy and the motivation and everything he seemed to have because he always seemed so passionate and excited about everything that he was doing, where I would be more reserved because I had a lot of negative things that I always had to try to force myself to do things. And a lot of times it felt like I was a procrastinator because of that. But I would always go to him, and he used to really piss me off because of the fact that, I'd be like trying to boast about myself. Like, yeah, I did a bunch of meetings this week. I did this, this, and this. And he would say, well, why didn't you do more? And I'd be like, what do you mean, why didn't I do more? Like, kiss my ass. What do you mean, why didn't I do more? And he would always do that to me. So at the same time, I hated the guy, but I loved the guy because when he did that secretly, it motivated me. And I'd be like, I'll show him. And, sometimes he was even harder than that on me, the things that he would say. But he knew what he was doing, and he knew what I was like. And eventually I read a book called Think and Grow Rich. Now, many people have heard of the book. Maybe not. I mean, there's millions of people who have read it, but maybe you haven't. But, the book's not totally just about getting wealthy, like through monetary, but getting rich in your life in, love, family, relationships, God, everything that you can possibly imagine. That's what that book is about. And that's what, your DNA has been altered. What this means is, the way you speak to yourself, your thoughts, emotions, and inner dialogue impacts your DNA through what is called epigenetics. Negative self-talk raises cortisol, stress triggering genes linked to inflammation, aging, and diseases. Positive self-talk helps with healing, resilience, longevity. People who live, to be a centurion, a lot of those people have been studied to what is the most common denominator, amongst them of why they lived to be that long. And one of them is how they handle death, meaning how they get past, not get past it, but how they deal with others around them dying. Because, if you've ever lost a loved one, which I have, and it's heart crushing. Some people can be destroyed by that. And all that negative energy that they feel, what can do to them. And that's one of the keys to living to be a centurion, is that you have a way of dealing with negative things in life more positively, or having a way to deal with it without all of the negativity inside. And, because self-talk is huge. When I read that book, Think and Grow Rich, that changed my pessimism, my procrastination. I read that when I was in Amway, and I read it many, many times, and I've read that book since. It is because in that book, it talked about talking to yourself. It talked about setting goals and writing a list down and then reading that list to yourself. And I literally did that. And you keep reading that out loud to yourself. And those kind of things really impact what happens in your life, because of the fact that, I don't know if anybody's ever heard, if anybody watching this has heard the saying, like, you attract more of what you're consumed with, or what you feel about all the time. And that is true. Like, people who have a lot of bad things happen to them throughout life, generally their self-talk and how they are is they're always talking that way. And you get more of what you constantly tell yourself. They say it is very detrimental for what you tell yourself and keep telling yourself, that successful people do not talk to themselves in a negative way, like, God, you're an idiot. They don't say that kind of stuff. They talk in what they're going to accomplish. They talk in, that I am motivated and I am successful already. And that's what Think and Grow Rich is about, projecting what you want to happen. And then you will naturally, because you keep talking about it, that it eventually gets you to take massive action to get to those goals or dreams or things that you want to accomplish in life, whether making money, business, or family, you're being married. And all of those things are true. You can change a lot of things in your life when you talk to yourself in a good way, and you talk to others around you, and I'm always thankful for everything that I have in my life. I pray because I am thankful to God. I am thankful in my life for all of the things that have benefited me, the people that I've met that have blessed my life in some way, shape, or form. I am always passionate and thankful about that. And I learned to self-talk with my pessimism. And, before, when I procrastinated a lot through that pessimism, I learned to self-talk so that I could be the doer, because I didn't like myself when I procrastinated. I got a new saying that I go by, which is do more, be better. And I keep telling myself that all of the time, because I know that I can. I know that we can, as people. Do more, be better. You look on Facebook or in a lot of social media where there's dialogue back and forth, especially Facebook, and man, there's a lot of negative in there. And, I safeguard myself from that as well. I use Facebook for business, for sharing opportunities we're involved with and different marketing tools and how to market and that kind of stuff. But otherwise, I don't sit on my Facebook all the time. There is a lot of negative. I don't watch the news neither. If I want to see in the news, I go through a stream and I may read about different things going on, but only in a limited fashion because I don't want that soaking into me. There's a lot of people who get stuck in life just because of all the negative they read and they get caught up in it. Like, I'm not going to go to my Facebook and start posting all the time about politics or religion or any of these kind of things. I'm not going to be negative about other business opportunities on my Facebook or whatever that I don't personally like, and putting people down or putting, you have those people who put their whole life out on social media, and it's like, why are you doing it? And they seem to always have all kinds of problems. Well, that's because that's what they're attracting. This really is in life, in the world, in nature. You attract what you constantly think about, what you constantly tell yourself, and it is true. I can change things just by focusing in on anything. And think about it like this. Have you ever, how did you meet your spouse, your significant other? Did you ever in your life see a person and you really wanted to date them or anything like that? And did you make sure you found some way to be around them? You thought about them all of the time. And then eventually you connected up because you kept thinking about that person, kept talking to that person. And that's because your thoughts made you move in action. And it's no different if you want to be successful in life and business, in making money, online from the comfort of your home. You want to live the .com lifestyle. You need to talk to yourself positively and tell yourself what's going to happen positively, even when things don't seem like they're going good. I have a board in back of my computer that says the law of attraction. You attract more of what you feel good about. So for me, I make sure I feel good about marketing. I make sure I feel good about the things that I'm doing. And I self-talk all of the time about what I want to see happen as results. And I don't sit and wallow in negative and go, oh God, things just aren't working that well. It's so slow, or it's this, or it's that. No. Hey, I'm going to get a sale today. I'm going to get some leads today. Yep. Okay, what do I got to do? Okay, here's my plan. I'm going to advertise here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to, make some Pinterest pins. I'm going to do this. And I go to it because I'm thinking in my head, that self-talk or whatever, I'm going to make a sale today. I'm going to get leads today. No different in life. Like, hey, what can I do today, like with my kids or this, that could have a positive impact on them? See, you're already thinking differently, and that's going to change your DNA inside of you. You are going to become different. And that's what happened to me. You are literally rewiring your neural pathways to make success in life happen. Or if you're being negative and self-talk negative, you're going to make yourself a stress state, a default state instead, or negativity. But you can change that almost immediately. Be thankful for what you have in your life. Be thankful for future, what you have coming in life. Have gratitude and always be talking that. And if you believe in God, which I hope you do, that you pray and you be thankful for everything, because every day in this life is amazing, and that's how your life can be amazing. My wife is going through something right now, which is, extremely difficult, and she's doing very well. Both her parents got stage 4 cancer at the same time were diagnosed with it. And her dad, unfortunately, is going to pass away very soon. And he's an amazing person. And, at times like that, you have to be strong and you have to talk positively about different things or find ways to deal with it so that you come out of it still being able to live your life, because that's what your parents or a friend would want for you if they were in that situation, that they were going to pass away. They don't want you to be destroyed because maybe they've already lived their life, but even if they lived a short life, they don't want you to have a bad life. So then you have to apply a positive thought process to get through that. And it's with that with anything in life. And that's why I wanted to do this video, because it truly does, correlate to success in anything you do. Fill your mind with positive. If you got negative people in your life that are constantly bringing you down and you don't really like to be around them, but they're your friend or your relative or whatever, and you love them, but you can't take the negativity that what happens to you when you're around them, then you need to limit yourself. I have friends that I can no longer hang out with because they are so negative. I would be in their situation if I hung out with them. And there's a lot of sayings about, your income will reflect to your 6 closest friends. Your blah, blah, blah will reflect to your 6 closest people in your life. And it's very true. If you surround yourself and talk to people that are on a different level than you, that will help bring you to that level. And that's what mentoring is. A lot of times if you can find somebody in life that you can relate to, that really has your best interest at heart, that is bringing you up and tells you can do anything. I believe in you. And, that's the way I am with any person in my life. I believe in you. And I believe in you watching this video. You can do anything you set your mind to. Talk to yourself, because everything you do affects the outcome in your life, especially self-talk and who you allow around you that is negative or positive. So you can literally change your life very quickly. And I'm going to leave this article that I wrote, it'll be in the description in the YouTube video. That way you can see everything that I have written here. But your thoughts shape your body at a genetic level, so choose them wisely. And if you don't believe that, that's up to you. But it is true that your thoughts shape your life and can motivate you to take actions to be successful in life or be not successful in life. So you want to be healthy and successful in life, be positive, be around positive people, talk positive affirmations to yourself, because it works and you can change your life. If you want to be successful, you're hurting, you hate your job, your family life's not going that great, maybe you and your spouse are having problems, have gratitude is one of the things that you say and do every day, every night before you go to bed. Have gratitude towards all of the good things. Don't think about the negative things, and keep projecting what you want to be in your life, and it will be. You will take action on it and follow it up with action. But I will leave this underneath the YouTube description so you can read through this. I also leave a link to about procrastination, article that we did on our blog that I wrote as well, so you can read that, of ways to get around it. Like I used it tonight. This is the last thing I promise. Is I didn't want to do a video today, and I decided I really needed to do one. And the thing that I do when I don't want to do something is I literally count from 3 to 1, and then I just go do it. Meaning I just go, okay, I'm not going to do this if I don't just go do it. So 3, 2, 1, go do it, and go start. And that's what I did. And so here I am doing the video, because I still have some of those tendencies in me, and that's how I get around them, and why I am so productive with our business, with everything, opportunities that we do. Why I am is because I have little tricks that I have learned to tell myself, to get myself to do more, be more, be better, my friends. And other than that, I hope you have a great day and you are super successful in all that you do. We will talk to you on another video. Have a great day.